Hi guys, welcome to Canada Casino, your guide to online gambling. I'm your host Eric, and did you know in the 1930s roulette was responsible for the fall of a government and causing a civil war? That's just one of the top 5 roulette facts we're going to be talking about with you today. If you're into playing roulette, this video is a great chance for you to learn a little bit more about it other than just knowing how to play, so stick around and we're going to kick off the list. Starting off at number 5, the origins of roulette. Believe it or not, the 17th century French mathematician Blaise Pascal was responsible for inventing the first roulette wheel. Initially, it was built as a mechanical calculator called the Pascaline, composed of a few moving dials specifically constructed to assist his father, who was a tax collector. You see, at the time in France, the currency they were using was livre, which was based on factors of 12 and 20, not 100 like most modern currencies, making it much harder to calculate. The machine wasn't a great success, so Pascal attempted to make it into a perpetual motion machine, meaning unlimited source of energy. However, due to the laws of thermodynamics, this is impossible, so of course he failed. Eventually, the Pascaline became the basis of what the roulette wheel was built upon, making its way into gambling halls in the 18th century. Roulette actually means little wheel in French, and the game itself is a combination of the spinning wheel and an Italian-French lottery-style game called Biribi. Number 4, California roulette. Did you know in the state of California that any gambling game involving a dice or a ball is illegal? Shockingly enough, that is true. So you ask yourself, wait, does that make roulette illegal in California? Yeah, it does. Apparently for California, dice and balls are too random and chaotic to be deemed legitimate games. That point is definitely debatable, but the law is the law. However, casinos are smart enough to come up with their own California roulette, which is the same exact game except for a deck of cards instead of the roulette wheel. A specific deck was created of 38 cards to match the 38 numbers on the roulette wheel, along with some additional modifications to make the game even more similar. Players would place their bet the exact same as at a regular roulette table. However, the dealer will draw a card from an automatic shuffler to determine the winning number and color. Definitely not as exciting as roulette, but California does what they can. Number 3, roulette life hack. If you spend all night on YouTube and Facebook watching life hack videos, you're gonna really love this one. This quick and easy tip will immediately double your chances at winning at roulette. Don't believe me? Well, it's math, and you can't argue with that. Essentially, there are 2 main variations of roulette, the American and the European. Most casinos do have both, but never, and I mean never, play the American roulette. Why is this? Well, the American version has a second 0 present on the board, where the European only has 1. This 1-0 difference drops the house edge from 2.7% to 1.3%, increasing your chance to win by 50%. So the games are identical, but the only difference is you win more playing European roulette. You're welcome. Number 2, the roulette exploit. At number 2, we have a story of a con artist who found an exploit in the roulette wheels and worked it for his advantage. In the 60s and 70s, a German-born American named Richard Juricki traveled to various casinos around Europe just to sit and observe the roulette wheels. He would sit there for hours, seemingly just watching the game. In reality, he was trying to identify any wear and tear defects or production flaws that made the wheels more biased to certain outcomes. He spent so much time observing these wheels that when he finally put it into practice, he went out to win over 1.2 million US dollars. The reason why he went to Europe was to take full advantage of the European roulette wheels, which we talked about earlier, they're easier to win at. Eventually, he got busted, being called a menace to every casino in Europe. But he made his way back to the US with his winnings, got to live off the rest of his life, and he can say that he's duped an entire continent. I mean, I wish I could say something like that. Number 1, the roulette scam that toppled the country. This is the one you've probably been waiting for. The roulette scam that toppled the government and threw a country into a civil war. This event happened in 1930s Spain, where some high-ranking government officials were bribed to allow a casino to install a fixed roulette wheel called the straperlo to essentially scam casino goers. At one point though, the officials asked for more bribe money, When the casino refused, a feud broke out between them. The officials launched a raid against the casino, and for revenge, the casino leaked all the documents about the bribe. What followed was a massive scandal that made the current government lose all of its credibility and being quickly replaced with a leftist party in the upcoming election. Shortly after, in 1936, Francisco Franco's Nationalist Party completely took over the government, leading Spain into an era of fascist dictatorship. Although the details are a bit unclear, it's safe to say that roulette was at the center of this whole debacle. I mean, at least I'm not the only one having trouble with roulette. That's the end of our top 5 facts that you didn't know about roulette. If you learned something, make sure to like, comment your own crazy roulette facts, and don't forget to subscribe for more gambling content. We'll see you next time.